Well, hello and welcome again to our reading of the Greek New Testament, and we're reading Luke's Gospel, chapter 17, and we're up to verse 20. This particular pericope, parts of it and some of the ideas in it do occur in Matthew. In fact, this is the fairly apocalyptic chapter in Matthew's Gospel. The language here is, if you actually compare the two, which is always an interesting exercise, the language used here is in fact quite different in many respects, and this particular section of Luke is quite odd in various respects in terms of the grammar and the sentence structure. Anyway, so I'll do the best to translate it through. Ep erotethes der hypoton pharisayon potiokotai he basileia to theou apekrithe autois kai apen. Uk erkotai he basileia to theou meta parateresios. This is from ep erotao. So, having been asked, this is Jesus, of course, Jesus having been asked by the Pharisees, poti, when the kingdom of God is coming, he answered to them and he said, Uk erkotai he basileia to theou. So the kingdom of God does not come with parateresios. Now we do get paraterio quite commonly in biblical Greek, meaning to watch closely, but this is the abstract noun parateresis, which is only here in biblical Greek, and it's quite a late word. It's interestingly used in medical writers, which again fits in with the idea of Luke being a doctor. It means observation. It's an abstract noun meaning observation or observable signs. So the kingdom of God does not come literally with observable signs. And ude, nor will they say, idu hodi a eke, behold it is here, or it is there. Idu, behold he basileia to theou, entos humin estin. Behold, the kingdom of God is inside of you, is within you. Apen de pros tus methetas, eliuson tai hemerai, hoti epithumesati mian ton hemeron hemeron tu huiu tu anthropu idain kai uk obseste. Now this is one of these rather strange sentences or verses here, and again you need to consult the commentaries on this. So he said to the disciples, the days will come when you will desire, and I think we're meant to take the infinitive next and take mian as the object of the infinitive. But the expression here, mian ton hemeron, tu huiu tu anthropu, is very obscure, and much the exact meaning is disputed. It's a possible Hebraism, and I took it as the mian being the object of idain. So you will desire to see mian, and it's feminine agreeing with hemera, one day, so one of the days of the Son of Man. And you will not see it. Now it may mean, the mian might mean on the first of these days of the Son of Man, but again it's debated exactly what the meaning is. So I've just translated it literally, because you will desire to see one of the days of the Son of Man, perhaps the first of the days of the Son of Man, and you will not see. Obsess there from future. Both of these verbs from horao, of course. Kai erus in humin, and they will say to you, idu eke, behold, it's here. Sorry, it is there. And then in square brackets a, or behold, it is here. And we get a sort of bit of a chiasmus here from what we had before. Here we had Hodi Eke, and now we get Eke Hodi, which is a crossing over a chiasmus. Greek loves to do this. A lot of writers try to do these little tropes that they use. Me apelthete, do not go after them, nor dioxete, pursue them, from dioko. So we get here two subjunctives in place of imperatives with may. Dioko in the sense of to pursue, rather than can also mean persecute in biblical Greek, but here it's just to go after them, to pursue them. Hos pega he astrape astraptusa, for just as the lightning flash, flashing, Greek loves to have a noun and the cognate verb. Again, we get another odd expression here. The main verb here is lampe, it shines. Ektes hupaton uranon estain hup uranon. Now, there's nothing to go with the tes, nothing to go with the tain, and they're both feminine. So you probably, as generally happens when you get these nouns with feminine nouns with nothing to go with it, you often have to supply hodos or hodon or hodu here, meaning place. So it shines from one place under heaven into, we would say, another place under heaven. So just as the lightning bolt flashing shines firstly here and then there, to one place under heaven and to another place under heaven, Hutos estai hopios tu anthropou ente hemera autu. Thus will the Son of Man, thus will be the Son of Man, literally in his day, and that's in square brackets. Proton de day auton polapathane kai apo doki masthenai apo tes genias tautes. But firstly, adverb, it is necessary for him, pathane pola from pasco, to suffer many things, and to be rejected. This is apo dokimasthenai. A dokimazia, certainly in classical Greek, was a kind of a test, and we get lots of these words, dokimos, dokimazdo, and so on in biblical Greek. It means to put something to the test, and if it fails the test, then it's apo dokimasthenai, so it is to be rejected by this generation. Kai kathos egeneto entais hemerais noe, and just as it came to pass in the days of Noah, this doesn't decline, so this is meant to be a genitive, but it doesn't decline. Hutos estai, thus it will be also entais hemeras tu anthropou, to huiu tu anthropou. Thus it will be also in the days of the Son of Man. Aestheon, epinon, egamun, egamisdonto, acri hes hemeras es elthen noe esten kiboton, kai elthon ho cataclysmos, kai apolisen pantas. So all imperfects here, they were eating, they were drinking, they were marrying, they were giving in marriage. This is the middle this is gamiz from gamizdo. So gamio is to marry, and gamizdamai in the middle is to give in marriage. Until the days Noah entered into the kiboton, that's the ark. And notice it's a feminine noun, kibotos, second declension feminine, into the ark. And the cataclysmos, we get our word cataclysm here, but it's just the flood. From klusdo is the underlying verb here. And the flood came and destroyed pantas, everything. Homoios kathos ageneto entes hymeros lot. And likewise, as it happened in the days of Lot, estheon, epinon, agorazdon, epolun, ephytuon, oikodomun. We get all these imperfects. So they were eating, they were drinking, they were buying. This is from Polio. They were selling. They were planting from Futuo and Oikodomio, and they were building. He de Hamera, ex Aelthin lot apot Sodomon, Ebrexen pur kai theon ap Uranu kai Apollos and Pantas. And on that day Lot went out from Sodom, and fire rained. This is from Brecho with a chi, if you're looking this one up, to Brecho, to rain. Fire rained down, fire and theon. Theon is sulfur. It's got nothing to do with theos, God, it's a different word. This is theon, is sulfur. So sulfur and fire rained down from heaven and destroyed them all. Katata auta estai he hemera hokios tu anthropou apocalyptatai. According to the same thing, so in the same way, it will be on that day in which the Son of Man is revealed. Enikene te hemera hosestai epitu domatus kai ta skue autu en te oikia. And on that day, he will be, the one who will be epitudomatos on the house, or on the roof perhaps, and his possessions in the house. So let him not descend from katabino, this is the aorist imperative, let him not descend. So let the one who was on the top of the house with his possessions in the house, let him not descend arai, infinitive from iro, to take them up, kai, and likewise the one in the field, let him not epistrepsato return as ta opiso, return back. This is just idiomatic, return to the back, so return back. Mene monuete tes gunaikos Lot. Remember the wife of Lot, who of course turned back and was turned into a pillar of salt. Hos ansete ten psuken autu peripoiesasthai apollosen autein. Whoever, this is e'an for an, so it's really hos an, but hos e'an, whoever might seek his life, peripoiesasthai, literally to preserve it for one's self. This is the middle use here from peripoio. Elsewhere it can mean to gain for yourself, just to here to preserve it for yourself, for himself. He will lose it. Autein is feminine from psukein. Hosdan, whoever, apollosai, whoever loses it. Zoagonese auton. This again is a funny word here. It only occurs twice in the New Testament, but it is in the Septuagint. It means to preserve alive, to keep alive. So the one who loses his life, his soul, will preserve it. Lega humin, I say to you, taute te nuktia sontai duo epiclines mias, hoes paralefthesatai, kai hoheteros athesatai. So I say to you, on that night, dative of time here, there will be two in one bed, kline. One, this is from Paralambano, this is the future passive from Paralambano, and it's got the nasal infix here as well. So one will be taken, kai heteros athethesatai, future passive here from aphiemi, and the other will be left. Aphiemi's got that range of meanings. It's not forgive here, but will be left behind. Esontai duo alethusai, and there will be two. This is from aletho. It's got nothing to do with alethes, truth. This is a verb meaning to grind corn. So there will be two grinding corn, epi to auto at the same place. Hey Mia, and these are women because it's a feminine participle here, and we get the feminines here. So one woman will be taken and the other will be left behind. Kai apokrythentes legusiauto, and having answered, they said to him, Pu curia, where, O Lord? Hode apen autois, and he said to them, and we get this very cryptic line, Hopu tosoma, where there is the body, that is the corpse, eke kai hoi aetoi epi sun ac the sontai. So wherever there is a corpse, there also the eagles will be gathered together. Future passive from epi and sun plus ago. So where the body is, there will be also the eagles will, almost vultures, but it's not gups, it's autai, the eagles will be gathered. And that's the end of chapter 17.